Hi everyone, I'm Nigel Saunders and welcome back for part 2 of my bonsai forest and my 3D printed pots for my ginseng ficus. My Portulacaria afroforest is back on the bench and it'll be getting the sun shining through the windows soon. However, my plant room is starting to enter a sort of dark phase. In the wintertime, the sun's really low in the sky, so it shines pretty well directly in these south-facing windows. It lights up even the back wall of the plant room. As summer approaches, the sun gets higher and higher in the sky, so the angle of light only comes and hits these front benches here. The plants at the back of the plant room don't get much sunshine at all. It will be at least another month until the tropical trees in here can go outside for the summer. So in the meantime, all the trees in the back shelves, I'm supplementing them with my aspect grow light. Each night before I go to bed, I pick one tree that I shine the grow light on. And that gives them some additional lighting that keeps them healthy through these dark days. Today I'll be painting the display stand for my ginseng ficus pot. It'll sit on top of those 4 columns, and I'll be adding the details to the bottom of the tray. I want the ground underneath the pot to look to scale and realistic, so maybe some fine gravel, some moss, to make it look like, the ground underneath a giant cement pot. Let's get out the paintbrushes and start today's work here in the bonsai zone. The weather here has turned really nice, so I think I'll do the painting outside today. I'm all set up outside here in the greenhouse to paint my bonsai pots. I'll be painting the bottom of this base a shiny black color, this one too, and then I'll put my gray primer on the columns and this pot here. I don't have any shiny black paint for the base here, so I'm just going to prime it with red oxide primer for now, and then I'll go to the store and get some shiny black paint, and then I'll top coat it with that. So here I go with the red oxide primer. I'm going to paint the inside of this lip too, just in case the soil level goes down. You don't want to see that white edge. In fact, I probably should paint the whole bottom. If the soil or gravel gets rubbed away, you don't want to see that plastic. So this would be at least more of an earth color. So I think I will. I think I'll paint that entire bottom here. I've been making all the drainage holes in my pots square or rectangular. And the reason I do that is because when you're cutting out your screening, you're usually cutting a square or rectangular shaped screening. So I thought it makes sense to have a hole that matches your screening. I don't think anyone cuts out a round piece of screen, do they? Maybe they do. I don't know. That's the reason I'm putting these style of holes in my pots. I think this paint is going to dry really quickly here. It's so sunny and warm out today. I'm in shorts, but there's still snow on the ground. Strange. I've got the first color of the primer on my display stand. I think it's looking pretty good. And now I'll start pot number 2. I'll be doing 2 different styles of ground cover on these 2 pots. So I think the one I'll probably do like a gravel type finish, and the other one will have more moss and look a little greener. I think I could get quite creative in here. You could put cobblestones or tiles or anything. The red oxide primer is dry enough that I can hold it now. So now I can paint my gray primer on all the remaining surfaces. So here I go with the gray primer now. This will be the base color for my concrete look.
I must say, there's no better way to spend a beautiful day than painting outside in the greenhouse here. It's really nice. After that long winter. It'll be a while till the greenhouse is full of plants. We usually don't get our first frost-free days till the end of May. Even then it can be a little sketchy. We have had frost right up into mid-June. When I put the plants outside, I really watch the temperatures. You have to watch the weather reports all the time. And if it's gonna freeze, I bring all the plants back inside, which takes a long time. A lot of heavy lifting. But what can you do? I've got the gray primer finished on the first pot, so now I just have to do the feet that go underneath the second pot. So I'll put that one aside to dry, and here we go. I've got all the painting done just in time. The sun is starting to set, so we'll continue this another day. I'm just heading off to Hong's place now. He's got a mica pot for sale that I think I'll buy.
So everything seems okay.
Yeah, survived the winter.
No, survived the late storm that we had.
Oh yeah, I know, that was the ice storm. Look at the larch buds, eh? Wow.
I believe that's a European birch. This is America.
This one.
And the buds are coming along.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot-
starting to open.
They're a lot finer, these buds, aren't they?
Sorry?
They're a lot finer, the buds on this one. Than on this one is more coarse.
Yeah, this one and this one. That's why I thought this one was a European.
Yeah.
Because last year I had some flowers and cones.
Yeah, I'm starting to get some cones forming on mine too.
Yeah.
What do you pick them off or?
No, I leave them there.
Yeah.
It looks pretty nice, actually.
The maples look good, don't they?
Well, we have to wait a little bit to see if there's any damage to those
Yeah,
buds. Yeah. Because generally you don't see them now because they're nice and rosy.
Now, did yours keep their leaves this fall, or? Because
A
I noticed a lot in gardens still had their leaves on.
couple of them did.
Yeah.
I have some other stuff that kept their leaves. Surprisingly enough, this kept its leaves. It's a potentilla.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Hard to believe it's still alive, doesn't it? Eh?
Yeah, look,
Just.
the buds are coming,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? So is this.
Amazing.
That's a boxwood that was given to me.
Oh yeah. That's nice.
This was given to me.
Oh, that's nice. Nice gift, wasn't it?
Well, the guy had 3 of them.
Yeah.
3 plants. This one, that one, and the plow.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't in that shape.
It's in a nice pot. I like that pot.
Yeah, I had some smaller sizes. But those are the ones that are frost-free.
Yeah. Very cool. And where's your redwood, your Dawn redwood? Can I see
Right
that?
there, between the 2 stems.
Oh, okay. So right.
Come and have a look.
Yeah, let's go have a look at it. There's a lot of people interested in Dawn redwoods. Oh, wow.
It was about 12 feet. guess I've maybe left 4 feet.
I see. And how did you cut it off at the top? Just a straight saw cut, eh?
Just a straight saw. And then if I did it here this year,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it now, but if I did it here, I would expect the same type of explosion in.
I see. And growth coming out.
Yeah.
And you got a branch down low here too.
Yeah.
So they'll bud back from old wood if you chop them back, eh?
Yeah, but I'm disappointed with the taper though.
Okay.
So this, as you see, right?
Yeah.
There's really not much of a taper.
Not a whole lot, no.
Yeah. So to get a taper, you still would have to go like from transition between from this trunk to this trunk.
Right.
So, which is easily done.
Yeah. And that's what
Because
takes
this is one season's growth.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's what takes the time building the trunks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You gotta grow them and clip them and grow them, and eventually you get nice taper. And well, it looks good though.
Yeah, it does look good. The bark is coming along, eh?
I have to get one started this year, for sure.
Oh, they grow very fast, Nigel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I get a small one,
You don't even need to fertilize them much.
yeah.
So I got some. This is a red maple that I put in.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. And what's the plan for that? Just a garden tree, or is it?
It'll be like a cutting tree.
Okay, for taking.
Yeah, we could do air layers.
Is it a Japanese red maple or?
Yeah, it's a Japanese red maple. Here, the rabbits
Yes.
put its mark.
Yeah, they love maples.
Nice sugar.
Yeah, I know. That's why I gave up on fruit trees in the ground.
And this is a Chinese quince.
Oh yeah, it's starting to leaf out.
Yep. It'll have flower buds pretty soon back there.
Very cool.
It's amazing. You actually get flowers before you get foliage.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
See, most of the trees around here, this is a harlequin.
Okay.
And the leaf stayed on it for the longest while.
That's like a variegated maple, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a creamy lime green type of maple.
We had one on our street, and it reverted back to a plain leaf maple. It
You
didn't.
can do that.
It didn't stay the fancy colors on the leaves.
I have a branch which I nipped off,
Yeah.
which started to revert.
Backs of the trees. Fly by here. That's got some nice character on the trunk there, eh, huh?
Yep.
Wow. The
It
bark.
can only come with weathering.
Yeah.
You can't make that.
Can't duplicate that, can you? No. Many people try, but
Well, I suppose you can draw it in.
it'd be pretty tough, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
Well, the trees are looking good, huh? You got a white pine here?
Yep.
Looks good.
Japanese white pine.
Yeah.
So I cut the needles last fall. Now I'm just gonna let it grow
Yeah.
and maybe nip off a couple of branches here and there, but nothing major.
Well, it's a good start. It's got lots of.
It's
Lots
got
of
stuff
branches
that
and-
are lower here and smaller diameter,
Yeah.
branches. So
lots of choices and possibilities.
Yeah. Here's a couple of mugos.
Oh yeah, they're nice. Eh?
I've had them since they were seedlings almost.
Is that right? Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're getting pretty old. You can tell by the bark. They're starting to get pretty mature bark on them, aren't they?
Yeah. This one's much older than this one.
Okay.
This one is from the $6.99 ladies.
Oh yeah. Not worth $6.99 anymore. It's a little more than that now. I like that pot too. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Might have to 3D print a pot like that, huh? I like that style.
Yeah.
It's got curves and straight sections, which is kind of neat. Matches the tree nicely. And this is a cypress, is it, or
false cypress?
False cypress.
It's something that I fool around with. I thought I could make some good stuff out of it.
Well, I like that pot too. That's got cool feet on it.
That's an incense burner.
Oh, is it?
I drilled holes in it.
Right. Where did you get that from?
Toronto, Chinatown.
Oh, is that ever nice?
Yeah.
Wow, I like that.
It's stoneware.
Okay. How did you drill the holes in them?
Very hard. I used a carbide drill.
Yeah.
And I have a small drill press. And it was smoking and cracking, and I went through a couple of drills.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah.
You see, the drain holes aren't big
No.
because that's just the diameter of the carbide.
You were happy to just get something in
I
there.
was just happened to get a couple of holes in there. Yeah.
I like this pot too.
Yeah.
Very classic shape.
That's a classic pine.
Yeah. Very nice. Ah, very nice. There's the big Haas watering can.
Yeah.
And another conservatory can.
Yep, this is older than my grandson.
Is that right, eh?
This is the first can I bought.
Mine lasted, I think, about 20 years. And then it just got too brittle and started cracking.
And I hear you had problems with the hole size. I went and enlarged them.
Okay. How did you do that?
I just took a sharp pointed those dental picks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I just went
Just
tried to keep everything consistent.
yeah.
Same holes.
Just enlarge them slightly, eh? Like
Yeah. See, they give out a lot more water than the original.
yeah, that's pretty nice.
So,
That's a good idea.
yeah. But it is split on me, and I tried to fix this, and
I know.
it still works fine.
That's good.
Leaking a little water when.
This maple's looking really good, isn't it, hon?
Yeah. I have to. The only problem is you have to repot them almost every year.
Yeah, because the roots grow so fast, don't they?
Yeah, if they don't, they get.
They're okay for 2 years. The second year, the leaves get small, and you have start to have trouble
with
water
retention.
Yeah, and then the third year they start weakening, don't they? If you don't repot them.
They don't. Yeah, 3 years is too much.
3 years is too much. Yeah. This one, look at this one. Holy, that's looking really good.
Yeah, it's ramified.
Yeah. Is that one of the green leaf varieties, or is it a red leaf?
It's
one?
a green.
Green. So it's a Japanese maple.
Japanese blood good.
Blood good.
Yep.
But the green leaf. Blood
Green
good.
leaf blood good.
Very nice.
Yeah, they have all different shades.
And where did that start off from?
That was probably a market, a St. Jacob's market.
Oh, okay.
They had a guy there that sold these seedlings.
Oh yeah.
They still have, but I think they want a lot more than what I paid.
Yeah.
I think I paid a few bucks. Nothing like, I mean, a seedling really is nothing.
Yeah. And is this an elm here? Or?
That's Japanese hornbeam.
Oh, it's a Japanese hornbeam.
Carpinus japonica.
Oh. It's looking really good.
Yeah, that used to be about 8 feet tall.
Oh, really?
You can see where I took the chop.
Right here? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Right in there.
Wow. You'd never know now, would you?
Yeah. So it's budding profusely.
Yes. It's got... Yeah, that's looking good.
So I think the next thing to do on this guy is removing some of the larger branches.
Okay.
Because I'm amazed at how well this thing butts back.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. It just goes nuts.
Cool. And what's this one here, Hong? The next one beside it?
This one is amber maple.
Amber maple, okay. Wow. That
It's
one's
in
got
the
some
shallow
taper.
pot. The pot looked good for the first year, but the second year it has started the tree pushing itself out of the pot.
I see.
I didn't plant it like this.
I
with
see.
this much exposed. It was a lot lower.
Wow.
But these are fast growers.
Certainly has lots of taper in the trunk, doesn't it?
Yeah. That's
Good-
because
good
the chop was
ramification.
here.
Oh, yeah. And that's pretty well healed over completely, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
That started out as a nursery stock.
Oh, okay. Well, it's come a long way, hasn't it?
Mm. This is another false cypress.
Yeah.
Originally the shape went like this.
I see.
It was pretty boring. So I thought what I would try to do is make this reverse, this curve
Mm-hmm.
go beyond the vertical, and then extend these branches out somewhat, so that you get the seed
Right.
going this way, which is a lot more interesting just
Yeah.
than this swoop.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it's looking good.
like the cedar here, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I think the top has had it. I knew something was gonna go
Yeah.
when I carved it. I just didn't know which one. This looks to be alive from here down.
Yeah.
From here up, I'm afraid it's seen better days.
Looks alive to me, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
I think this is starting to dry out. You see the difference between
Yeah,
the
it's-
vigor of this and this. Right? So what I'm doing is I've already have plans as to how I address this portion. If I missed it,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cut it down here and try to create a natural break.
Right. That'll look good.
Yeah. There's no taper in the trunk.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not striving for a perfect tree.
No. Not every tree has great taper, does it?
But this is a Yamadori, so there's only limits, right? There's limits as to what you can do. But I can see repotting these larches. I don't need to repot this one or that one,
Yeah.
or that one, but I definitely need to do this one. I haven't done this one for 5 years.
Okay. So probably in the next week or two, do you think?
Yep.
Or- Yeah.
You can tell these shiny little spuds are
Yeah.
they're gonna break. Like this one here is already broken.
Oh, yeah.
You see the green brushes,
Yeah.
right? They're coming out. So this one's coming out. I just need to clean this up as a rule.
There's always something to do, isn't there?
Yep. Always. And this guy, he's ready to go for another season before I touch him. But I might. Yeah, see, he's coming out too.
Yeah, I've been watching mine. I think with the
see,
warmer weather, it's going to be soon. Spring's going to come very quickly.
I think it's the nighttime temperature more than anything else.
Right.
Up until now, the nighttime temperature is still below freezing.
Yeah.
But I think it's been above or on zero this past couple of days.
Yeah.
So they're just itching to go.
Yes, they've been held back all winter and they're ready to go.
Shimpaku.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Very compact. Yeah, they always look good, don't they?
I like it about how they butt back. See?
Oh, yeah. Right off the old wood, eh?
Yeah. Right on the trunk.
Good trait to have for a bonsai tree.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a message from Connor this morning.
Oh, yeah.
He was looking at those little minis.
Oh, yeah.
That they do. He's got a juniper, a Pfizer juniper, which is like the foliage is like a blau, but it's very sparse.
Okay.
So it's not, when you have a sparse, it's not
as good as it.
not as good.
No.
Yeah. Not to say you can't do it. That's
just different look.
Different look.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Hong is the president of our bonsai club, the Kitchener-Waterloo Bonsai Society, and he also manages the club's Facebook page. So he's the guy to thank for answering all those questions that you send in. I did get my mica pot from Hong. It's a flat oval landscape pot, so I'm sure I'll be planting something in it this summer. I also got my gloss black enamel paint to paint around the edges of my bases. So I'm going to be doing that in part 3. I think we'll leave today with an update. My update is my Ficus lyrata that I planted recently. It's the fiddle leaf fig, the tree that's totally unsuitable for growing as a bonsai, but I started one anyway. So it looks like it's doing well. I'll keep you updated on its progress. That's all for today. I hope you join me for part 3 of this series, where I'll finish painting and planting my 3D printed Vietnam style bonsai pots. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me here today in the Bonsai Zone.